Good evening and welcome to News Geelong on this Wednesday night here on Channel 31. In tonight's News Geelong, we report on the apparent lack of consultation, again by the Victorian Government Department of Planning, over proposed housing developments in the city of Greater Geelong. In the pulsating world of Geelong sport, the undeterrable flying hawk Nathan Currie will join us, yes, shoes and all, for all the action from the weekend, including further words of update, information from the Geelong Football Club senior coach, Mark Bomber Thompson, and particularly, yes, the great win by Geelong last Friday night. And by the way, how do the Collywobbles feel? It has been cold and damp late autumn weather, and the sparkling Larni Salathiel will update us with the latest atmospheric conditions over the coming days. Expected weather conditions a little later in the program. The Geelong City Council's Geelong East Timor Friendship Committee was formed back in 2008 with a number of aims, including to enhance East Timorese and Australian children's awareness and appreciation of their own and other cultures. May 20 of each year is East Timor Independence Day, and a flag-raising ceremony is held, as Abdria Cozza reports.
The City of Greater Geelong commemorated the 8th anniversary of independence for East Timor. News Geelong spoke to Councillor Cameron Granger, Tom Bennett and Member for South Barwon, Michael Crutchfield. How will the $20,000 assigned in the budget be used in particular for Vikeki?
Provide administrative assistance to those groups in Geelong. There's sort of quite a few groups who are quite disparate, and so we've got to try and have somebody to bring them all together and make sure that the efforts are a combined effort. So that will be putting on a staff member for 1 or 2 days a week to assist those groups in that and to organise any aid or elsewise that we might send to Vikeki.
Tom, what is your understanding of Timor's history?
Well, I was involved with Triumph in 2008, the Triumph Music Festival, and during that time we became very aware of the colonisation period, which was on Portuguese part. The Portuguese looked after Timor as a colony for about 500 years, and after their revolution they pulled out, and that was when the Indonesians went in and declared it the 27th province. And it took about 30 years for them to formally achieve the independence that they thought they had received in 1975.
Michael, how do you think Geelong Vikeki Friendship Schools involved in Vikeki will change the future of East Timor?
Well, I think it's baby steps, and the Geelong Vikeki Friendship School Group has had a long connection with Vikeki. The city of Greater Geelong and the community have had a connection through their friendship group, but this is an extension of that, which focuses on schools and particularly the younger folk. So I think that's our future, not our future in terms of involvement in Timor-Leste and Vikeki particularly, and education is the future. That's where it starts, where we need to educate the young people of Timor-Leste and Vikeki in particular. It's an extremely poor country. I've been to Vikeki just recently, and to say it is lacking in resources of every description, but particularly educationally, would be an understatement. So whilst they're small steps, I know Christian College has been involved and built a school in a neighbouring village just in Vikeki. The Catholic schools through St Joseph's, a number of other schools have sent kids there to teach English, and I know a number of going back. So we have got the connection. I think the schools are the future for our continued supporting of Vikeki.
Abdria Cozza, News Geelong.
Thank you very much, Abdria. The Spring Valley Bike Plan project has been the culmination of a lot of community and Surf Coast Shire Council work, with wonderful support from the Torquay Rotary Club, providing much needed public space in a growth area of Torquay and a great facility for BMX and mountain bike riders. as our own Ian Nicholls reports.
This is the Surf Coast's newest bike park. It's official opening day and there are hundreds of kids here willing to test out this new facility. It's an initiative of the Surf Coast Shire and the Rotary Club of Torquay. So far, about $29,000 in funding, but is going to develop this park into walking tracks, into barbecue facilities, into playgrounds. It's going to be really something for this ever-growing population on the Surf Coast. We're speaking with the president of the Torquay Rotary Club, Greg Birchall.
It's been a bit of a long haul, but finally we've got to the opening part. The Rotary Club has worked with the Shire since the beginning, and we managed to raise some money and allocate $7,000 of our fundraising towards this. And we also had 2 or 3 working sessions where we planted trees and distributed mulch and worked with school kids around the area as well, which was most enjoyable. And also with our barbecue trailer there, we've also been feeding volunteers who have been working on the various working bees. We've indicated to the Shire we'd be happy to continue to work alongside them and use our fundraising resources to add to this and turn into quite a hub for recreation.
And a familiar face on News Geelong is the Mayor of the Surf Coast Shire, Councillor Libby Coker.
Look, the Torquay Bike Park has been about a year in the making, maybe more, 2 years. It involves a lot of community groups like the Rotary Club, Torquay Rotary Club, and this is a park that's going to accommodate young families and older children into the future. We've got 12,000 people in Torquay now. In a decade we're going to have double that number, and they need recreational facilities, and this is a great initiative. We are stage 2, we're going to have new picnic grounds, new barbecue facilities, and that's going to mean that it's more of a family hub here. We've also planted extensively with native vegetation so that it shields the road and neighbouring houses. So that was a concern, and we wanted to make sure that we were careful to look after the neighbouring households, and also that we protect the creek. Spring Creek runs adjacent to the park, and we've made sure that with the vegetation that we don't have dust coming off from the bike park.
At the opening of the new Torquay bike track, this is Ian Nicholls for News Geelong.
Thanks, Ian, and also lovely to see the BMX pram in action there too. Multiple Victorian Sprint Car and Eureka Sprint Car Series champion Matthew Reid was all smiles as he headed up an impressive list of talented drivers who has also captured Avalon Raceway Track Championships this past season, as Gavin White reports.
Following a consistent 2009-2010 sprint car season out at Avalon Raceway, the Essendon Ford Sprint Car Premiership aggregate winner Matthew Reid. Satisfying victory, Matt, in the end.
Yeah, for sure, Gav. It's always great to race at Avalon, and we local track close to home, and to be able to do well out there and have this awesome prize courtesy at Essendon Ford, it's a really great result.
An $18,000 Ford Fiesta as the winner of the aggregate this year. Richest prize in Australian sprint car racing, domestic or series.
Yeah, no, it's just an awesome prize. Obviously you can't show enough gratitude towards these guys for putting up a prize. Like, we just race the cars because we enjoy racing the cars and we like racing the cars. But it's not like you go out there specifically thinking or hoping that you're going to win this. But to be rewarded with such a fantastic prize for the result, is absolutely awesome.
Congratulations on a fantastic season.
Yeah, thanks, Gav. I look forward to being back out there next year, and hopefully we'll have some more fun.
Thank you very much, Gavin, and yes, congratulations, Matthew. You're with News Geelong as we go to a break and return with more news after this.